A 747 flying from Honolulu to Japan had to make an emergency landing at Midway Atoll. Gina Mangieri joins us with more.
Joe, it was a very large and unexpected visitor on the tiny island whose workers stepped up big time to help. Delta Flight 277 from Honolulu to Osaka diverted to Midway early evening Thursday atoll time. A cracked windshield was the cause.
To a layperson, it did seem like a significant crack.
The FAA says there was no loss of pressure and oxygen masks did not deploy, but the damage was enough to take the precaution of using Henderson Field, Midway Atoll's runway that serves as an emergency landing strip for the Pacific.
The pilots were, needless to say, thrilled that Midway was here, that they could land this aircraft.
Nearly 380 passengers and crew were aboard the flight. Workers at the atoll got the heads up that the big bird was heading their way about an hour before it touched down. The airport manager gathered people from all over, including employees of the National Wildlife Refuge, to prepare.
That's a very rare visitor. I don't know that we've ever had one of those here as an emergency landing.
One problem that had to be tackled: how to get the people off the very tall airplane with the much shorter boarding stairs on island.
Of course, it was built many years ago for airplanes that are not as tall as a 747, so the very capable carpentry staff on island had to actually build an additional set of stairs to put on top of this stairway so that there would be enough stairs to actually reach the doorway.
Island workers even went aboard to give a briefing about Midway and hand out visitor maps. The passengers stayed on board for nearly 8 hours until a backup plane from Japan arrived. Air conditioning was on, plenty of food, water, and onboard entertainment was provided.
They had what they needed, and the passengers all seemed to be calm and were doing a really good job.
The second 747, the replacement plane, touched down at about 2 a.m. Passengers got aboard that, the flight refueled, and took off a couple of hours later. The runway was in clean and working order, but has been having trouble related to the condition of the seawalls, battered by recent storms and the March tsunami.
They are holding now, but I am sure that each large storm will continue to degrade the seawalls and push more debris and water toward our very important runway.
Now, the plane struck 2 birds when it landed. One damaged the aircraft's wing flap. The damaged aircraft is being repaired on Midway. Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, Hawaii's news leader.